I'm exactly the same, because I think I went through a period where it was like, particularly for back, I don't know if you're the same with this, Charlie, but there's like pristine, perfect technique on paper. And if you do it like that, it's all right. But then for some things like pull downs, if I am just use a little bit more kind of drive on the way down, like it just feels that much better. But
Yes.
someone might be like, oh, but you're moving that a little bit quick. Do you find that for back training, like some of them you have to use almost like a bit of more force than that concentric?
It's funny that you bring that up. So the first motorcycle of this prior prep I did, I decided to put a really, really big focus on technique, on like perfecting technique. And to me, that was pretty much zero momentum, right? Total control of the weight throughout the whole range of motion, eccentric, concentric. And I had the same experience as you. I just was not getting the same amount of pumps as I was, disruption, all that jazz. And then I had, I chatted with Mike, and he said, yeah, that's where you want to start, but, everyone's a little different. And if you were feeling big pumps with a little bit more, maybe, momentum, let's say, like a little more force on the way down to kind of get that contraction, like during a pull down, for you, that's perfect technique. The perfect technique is what gives you the best SFR for that movement. It doesn't just mean that you're controlling the weight the whole way through. And then, as soon as he said that, yeah, it clicked. I'm like, that's obvious, right, to me, but it's something that needs to be said. Something I've been told. And as soon as I started kind of going back to my old ways, boom, huge pumps again, soreness, all that jazz. So yeah.
I like that. And I think the listeners will appreciate that as well, because I think we probably have a lot of potentially younger guys who are kind of wanting to have that like full ROM and like perfect technique. And they maybe actually that's probably a really good starting point for them, because they probably don't have the ability to have like the mind muscle connection. But like you said, as you get more experience with it, you start developing that. And then you start potentially doing it a little bit different to how like textbook it is.
It's nuance, right? It's like slight shifts. It's not like, we're not saying that, heaving the weight up during a row is going to be good for anyone. Like, likely not, right? But maybe a little bit of, hip drive right off the ground just to get it started. It might give you a better contraction up top. Who knows? Yeah. So things like that.
And actually, because we're on the topic, this wasn't a question, but it's something I'm interested about. I don't know how long Team Full ROM have been a thing,